So our copper spillways have been installed. We have 3 of them. I want to take you on the interior of the bog and show you what we're going to do on the inside of those bulkheads so we can control the flow everywhere. Now, the main one is going to be the water feature, that small 1/2-inch spillway that trickles water into the pond. Now, I've put the valve on here so I can control the flow rate, get that trickle just exactly how the homeowner wants it. It's a small 1/2-inch pipe, and I have it set up to where I can get it just right where I want it. The main feed, I've increased the diameter of the pipe to 1.5 inches, and this is going to sit all the way across the tank. It's going to feed right in. It's going to be right at about 12 inches. So water inside the bog filter is going to come up right around 12 inches. The gravel is going to be about 12.5 inches, so you're not going to see any water, but the water is going to start to move through this pipe. Now I'm going to drill a series of holes through the top here, so the water comes up, spills down, travels across the pipe, and then it's going to go in through that main feed. And we're going to actually put a piece of copper pipe below water level, so as the water travels from the upper active bog into the pond, it's going to enter the water below water level, so it's going to be silent. So the only audio that we're going to hear is from that main 1/2-inch water feature. Now the third copper spillway is a really critical one because it's our emergency overflow. Let's say that this gets overgrown with plants, it gets neglected a little bit. Water is going to increase in this upper active bog. It's going to be taking water from the lower pond. And if it didn't have an emergency way to get back to the pond, it would literally spill out the top and drain this lower pond, and the fish would have no place to go. So we're going to have the top of this. You can see I've increased the diameter of this one to 1.5 inches as well. It's going to be about 1.5 inches above water level. So, and above the gravel as well. So you're not going to see anything. This is going to be above. If in fact this gets neglected and it gets clogged, the water is going to come up, it'll come into here, and it'll start spilling into the lower pond through that third copper pipe. Now the third copper spillway that we're putting in there, it's going to be above water level. So if the homeowner comes home and water's trickling out of that or coming in a fast rush through that third copper pipe, he's going to understand that he needs to clear the roots out in the main feeds. The next thing to do is just get these things plumbed in place, put some Teflon tape and some glue. Let's get started on that. We'll start with the overflow first. I got my fittings all set up here. Got a little bit of glue, and I'll start with the Teflon tape. Okay, so I have this placed at about 13 3/4 inches, just to say, call it 14. And the top of the main feed is going to be at approximately 12 inches. Next thing I'm going to do is this is going to be how we're going to control the water and the water feature. I'll take this apart and put some Teflon tape on here, and then just put it right back in. Actually, don't need this last piece. I'm going to go ahead and leave that off. I think we're going to want this right at about 12 inches. I'm going to want to turn this knob so we can control the flow just like that. Now the next one is going to be our main feed, and I'm going to drill a series of holes right here. Now the gravel that we selected, we're using a smooth pea gravel, and it's going to come up about basically 12 inches. But what I've also got is some 3/4 inch smooth gravel and some 2-inch smooth gravel. So the very, very top, we're going to mix up it a little bit so we have some different textures in there, and then I won't have the pea gravel right on top of here. What I'm going to do is drill a bunch of 1/8 inch holes, maybe 3/16 inch holes all the way down this. So that's the next thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to go ahead and drill that, and then I'll glue this piece together. Okay, I ended up with a 1/4 inch drill bit, and I'm going to use this black stamped factory seal right here, this factory line. I'm going to use that as my straight edge, and I'm going to just approximately every inch, I'm just going to drill a hole all the way down this line. It doesn't have to be completely accurate. All right, here's our main feed, and this coupling is just snugged on there. I actually didn't glue it. So is this piece, so is this end cap. I just wedged it on there. So during maintenance, I really wanted to knock these two pieces off with a little hammer. I could get them off for maintenance. Maybe some roots would get in there. But I am going to glue these end pieces and put on a little Teflon tape right here, so this piece fits nice and tight. Screw this guy in here. Okay, now this final piece, since it's so long, I'm not going to insert it on here yet because it's just going to want to pull on the tank. So now the next step is to add gravel. We'll get the gravel up to about this area, and then we'll slide this pipe in, and then we're going to cover the entire pipe with gravel. All right, it's getting exciting. We're almost to the end. I got the gravel pre-rinsed. I'm just going to pick up my mess, and then we'll start throwing some bags of gravel in here. Okay, so we're going to install some more bags and get it up to about this height, which is approximately 10 inches. And then we're going to get this guy installed into place so it rests on the gravel. Let me get some more bags in there. So we're almost there. So I got just enough gravel in here. I'm going to make it so I can slide this in nice and easy. All right. Okay, not so bad. I have 16 bags of gravel in here. Each bag of gravel was half a cubic foot. So, you know, we got about 8 cubic feet of gravel in here. This is all pea gravel. You know, it ranges from 1/8 inch to 3/4, and it's going to do a great job at filtering, and it's going to be a great spot for all the plants, the roots to grow. Now, if you'll notice right here, this is a small opening, and what I've done is we've got this larger cobble. I'm going to put this large cobble around this opening here, so we can still get good flow right through there. And I can just move a couple pieces, and I can adjust the ball valve to get it the way I want it. So we still need about 3 or 4 more bags of gravel in here to get the gravel level just above the top of this outlet pipe. But I don't want to add any more gravel until we start to plant the aquatic plants, because as we dig down and create pockets for the base of the plants, we're going to accumulate a little bit of gravel. Now, I still want to get this thing fired up. I want to fill it with water, start the pump up, and get the flow rates just perfect. I want to make sure our outlet is taking on the water and we have the perfect trickle sound for the homeowner. When I do that, we're going to, I'm going to simulate this overflow and show you how it works so you have a really good understanding of that, and then we'll rinse it one last time before we add aquatic plants. So that's it for today. I'm Eric Triplett, the Pond Digger. Thanks for watching.
Range of the highest peaks down to the endless plains of the deepest sea, to the glacial ice and desert so dry, down to the ocean ridge where smokers rise. We're searching